Nigeria is about to begin a new historical chapter. For the first time, the opposition defeated the ruling party at the polls and not with a military coup. Muhammadu Buhari, who himself took the presidency with violence over 3 decades ago, won the presidency of Africa's biggest economy and a birthing but turbulent democracy. President Goodluck Jonathan conceded defeat, paving the way for another first in the country, an unprecedented peaceful transfer of power in Africa's most populous nation. Nick, we are seeing that Nigeria is maturing its concept of democracy, but still faces big challenges like Boko Haram and sectarian violence in the country.
Yeah, and corruption, which is a large thing. And any new president of Nigeria will face a lot of problems. Buhari ruled from 83 to 85. Quick one. He himself, like you said, staged military coup to get into power. This election is going to be really significant, not because of who won, but like you said, the way that it happened. Goodluck Jonathan called him and congratulated him before they even stopped the counting. They knew that they weren't going to win. We've never seen that before. That was a really big thing. But what's going to happen from here on out, we don't know. It's really going to be a test, not for the Nigerian people, but for Buhari himself. Like I said, a lot rests on his shoulders now. Not an easy job, not easy shoes to fill. So we have to see how it goes.
Jonathan has been ruling since 1999. That's a long time. And what we are seeing is that Buhari, all this time, he's been running for office, trying to pursue the democratic way. He describes himself as a belated convert to democracy. And he ran around 4 or 5 times, losing every time, but always coming back and saying, I'm going to try again, and I'm going to do it the right way because I want to clean up the political system in Nigeria. The election in itself was had some technical glitches. There were some murders from Boko Haram, 12 murders to be exact. But the important part here is that we are seeing that this country is figuring out a way to rule itself correctly. That we are seeing, and a very cool, a very uplifting part of this election and Buhari winning is that he actually had the most votes in the region where Boko Haram is most active. And he is from that region, so he has this special connection with the poorest in one of the poorest countries of the world, yet being the biggest economy in Africa. But what is important is that we can see a glimpse of hope that maybe through Buhari leadership, we can start to see the healing that the Nigerian people is journeying, and hopefully we'll see better relationships of the U.S. with the rest of the continent as Nigeria, grows as a democratic country.
Yeah, being the most populous country in Africa, being the biggest economy in Africa, this isn't only a good sign for Nigeria, but this could pave the way for a lot of other African nations. We just saw President Zuma of South Africa stepping down not long ago. So, yeah, I mean, it's a really, really good example of how things could go in an ideal democracy in an African nation. As far as the whole Boko Haram thing, yeah, he's a former military man, so people are really concerned about that. Obviously, in that country, millions displaced, hundreds of thousands dead. So that's a really, really big issue for him to tackle, and hopefully we'll see a bit more effort being put into that whole thing, because a lot of people complained about that. For President Jonathan, that was one of his main complaints that people were pissed off about.
Well, we're going to see what Buhari can accomplish in his presidency in Nigeria. Let us know what you think in the comments, and if you haven't, please subscribe to the Lib TV.